Russ and you're faking.
What are you doing up here?
I came to see you.
Now, at this time of night?
How are you feeling?
Fine. What happened? Tell me.
You remember Mr. Fowler, the district attorney?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his wife. She left town shortly after your accident. She came back today. She came back to tell the police that she was the one that hit you. I thought it'd be easier to tell you than for you to hear it on the radio or from the police.
Did she bring me back to the hospital? Of course she couldn't have. They would have known sooner. She didn't even stop.
She was scared.
Of what?
She had a reason.
How could anyone leave a person half dead in the middle of the road? What reason? What reason?
She was coming from my house. She was a married woman, and she was coming from my house.
You knew all this time.
Yeah, I knew. Gary. How much did you hear?
Enough. I heard enough. So you knew who was responsible all along.
I couldn't go to the police.
But you could face my daughter. You could hover over her and touch her day after day.
I wanted to help. If I felt responsible, it seemed like a way of pay.
Well, then you should have gone to the police. The truth is, you thought Marion Fowler would never come back. But you misjudged her, didn't you? She does have a conscience, which is apparently more than you have.
Maybe all I had was hands to make your daughter able to move again. Now, that seemed more important to me.
Well, it's not up to you to decide what's important. Laws are laws, Gehring. They're not open for interpretation.
To me, it seemed more important for Allison to learn to walk again than it was for you to know who hit her. That's the choice I had.
Oh, come off it, Gehring. You're not the only physical therapist in the country. But you are the only person who knew about Marion Fowler. So stop trying to beg off. You were scared. You were scared of the police and of John Fowler.
Elliot, what is it? What is shouting about? What's happened?
May I speak with you for a moment in your office?
You're walking again.
I heard shouting and
You cared about something and you got out of that bed.
He didn't have to shout at you.
He's your father. He loves you.
Here you go.
Well, say, that looks fit to eat.
I'm sorry I can't serve it properly. We don't have enough big spoons.
That's the 6th time you've apologized since Mr. Carson's been here. When she gets to 10, she gets a spanking.
No, is that a way to talk in front of your boss?
Which one? You or Rita?
Oh, come on.
You know, you asked for advice and you're going to get it. You should use a third of your income for rent and utilities, a third into other things like food and clothing and whatnot.
You're not eating. Is it horrible? I'm sorry if it has too much salt.
That makes 7.
It's delicious. Then half of a third should go for emergencies, and the rest put in a savings account, no matter how small.
What'd you put in the hash?
Steak sauce?
We have any ketchup? Well, we're not making enough to save anything.
We've only got chili sauce, Norm. Sorry.
That makes 8. 2 to go.
Company.
If I'm considered company, I'm not coming anymore.
I'm sorry.
Halfway through the swing counts as a strike. That's 9.
Say, Mr. Carson, I've heard that the government will loan you money to go to college, and you don't have to pay him back or anything until after you've finished. Don't you think Norm should apply for one of those?
Well, I'm kind of old-fashioned about borrowing money from strangers. What other choices do you have?
Well, working for you full-time, which I really appreciate, but I...
Oh, you don't have to explain. The general store is a future to me, but not much for a young boy like you. Look here. Why don't I try to round up this college money for you? That way, all you'd have to do would be just to invite me to dinner once in a while.
Wow.
You don't have that kind of money, Mr. Carson.
After saving a third for 40 years, do you want to bet?
Is that all you're going to say?
You don't like to borrow money from strangers, and I don't like to borrow, period. Mr. Carson, you can have hash, soap, and steak sauce anytime you like. You know that. But please don't start giving us things. We're going to make it on our own, and we're not going to make it at all. I mean that.
Well, am I glad to hear that. You know, I'll bet you've got a beautiful dessert.
No, I've only got ice cream. I'm sorry.
That makes 10.
Here we go again. I guess I'd better get the ice cream.
Sorry I can't be with you this morning.
It's only an arraignment. You told me how cut and dried they are.
Ritter's a good attorney. He'll do the best he can for you. Marry him.
Those women, I worked with them at the hospital.
Mary.
I can imagine what they're thinking.
So can I, but I don't care, and I don't think you should either.
Miriam Fowler. Do you hate her? For Allison, I mean.
I don't know.
Gentlemen, I think you should know I flew up to the Capitol last night to talk to the Attorney General. I asked him to assign a special prosecutor to my wife's case. I also offered to step down from this case, but he asked me to stay on. So I guess we'll still be bumping heads for a while.
Well, thanks for the briefing. We'll keep our crash helmets handy.
Well, he's got guts.
He's done the right thing, as they say in Boston's better prep schools. He's gone to the Attorney General and gotten a clean bill of health.
Well, I'm glad. Just have meant more waiting.
Well, you'll get a chance to tell your story. Let's just hope that Marion Fowler's story bumps us off the front page first. And the jury reads every word.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
You ever looked into the laws of perjury, Stella?
In some places, the convicted perjurer has to serve the identical sentence his victim was given.
There are certain facts that you just can't wipe away like chalk off a blackboard. Elliot Carson is your father.
I'm not gambling with Rodney's life and freedom any longer. I'm the man who signs your checks, and I'm telling you to find something else.
This is the continuing story of Peyton Place.